Good evening.
Good evening.
This is the worst kitten season that I can ever remember. This has been brought about by many disparate factors, one of which was our extraordinarily warm winter. The problem is exacerbated in our town, as we're the only town on Long Island with no cat shelter. Yes, the law only requires that dogs be brought into a town facility, not cats. Yet, strangely enough, somehow every other town has found the political will and the necessary funds to show the requisite amount of decency and compassion. Even individuals that are not terribly fond of cats do not want myriad numbers of cats wandering the streets in a desperate struggle to survive. It is necessary and particularly relevant to point out now that in large part, this existing situation in our town has been brought about by the ignorant and cruel policies of John Kamen, not to mention the $130,000 our town had to pay out in a lawsuit when he stopped construction on a cat shelter. I have been an advocate in this town for over 4 years. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't our capital budget for 2023 well over $100 million? The animal shelter budget was approximately $900,000, about $500 or $600 went to salaries. The amount allocated for cats was, you guessed it, zero. We have a once-monthly TNR, trap neuter release program, that is woefully inadequate. As a basis of comparison, Hempstead fixes cats every single day. We now have been discussing a voucher program which will increase the options of homeowners. This needs to have an RFP issued pronto, if necessary, and be voted upon at the next board meeting in August to allocate the necessary and minimal funding required. This town has, I don't want to go through all the projects, but I'll just say the town has spent considerable money on many projects, environmental of which are above, but how much money has been spent on the Rain Barrel Initiative? Not feasible for disabled individuals or the elderly or many women. To be lifting heavy barrels is a problem. We have approached the wealthy individual about possibly helping out with the cost of a cat shelter. We need to have the necessary funds in the next budget to maintain the facility. My personal opinion is the best solution may be a new facility that houses both dogs and cats. There more than likely would be funds available in the State Companion Grant Fund, which I believe we are receiving $200,000 from in 2023 to help with this project. The town of Babylon spent $12 million on an animal shelter, if my memory is accurate. I imagine that those that voted to spend these funds were not punished for doing so. The time for talking ad infinitum has come and gone. We can leave the oratory to Frederick Douglass and Lincoln. We need concrete action to be taken now to be a first step in alleviating the suffering and dying of cats on the street. As an example, 2 nights ago, a kind homeowner contacted a few of us in Great Neck about a cat that decided to make a home in his driveway. He was very thin, but otherwise appears healthy. I took him to a rescuer Sunday afternoon, and he will be at an adoption facility later this week. He is one of the lucky ones. This type of situation is constantly being repeated in our town because we have no facility. Those of you on the town board, and I hope it's all of you, will be applauded when you take the necessary steps to lessening the suffering of these innocent animals. Thank you.